Hi guys,
Hey.
welcome back. Happy Father's Day today.
Yeah.
It was Mother's Day. Do you know, it gets really confusing because the English one and the Spanish ones are on different days.
Yeah.
And
not everyone of English and who lives here celebrates both or as much as one another.
Yeah.
We're not big on either, like big.
Yeah,
but we definitely make just a little thing. Literally, the kids making something.
Yeah.
Bringing a cup of coffee or tea up to bed.
Yeah. So I said to Liam, we'll follow the Spanish ones because, like I say, Hayden made something at nursery and things like that. So I was like, okay, we'll do the Spanish one. But then it was English Mother's Day the other day, and my mum literally was here the day before for one day. So I got her some new pajamas.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, like it's nice to just do something small, but it doesn't have to be a big thing. But yeah, otherwise I'm like ending up saying Happy Father's Day to my dad twice.
Yep.
And then my mum twice. I don't want you to think that I'm forgetting, but then
well, we do both.
I can't be on the same day.
No. We really don't do anything big. I was lucky enough on Mother's Day. I got this lovely little necklace.
Yeah, I was going to say that looks different.
Yeah, lovely little necklace. Just a little gesture. Again, cup of tea and a handmade card. I got that too. A cup of coffee, should I say?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. But little fact: did you know that for Spanish Father's Day it is a red day off?
Yeah.
And for Spanish Mother's Day there is no such thing.
I did not know that. So it's because obviously in England it's always a Sunday.
Must be something like that.
So Spanish Mother's Day.
So it's never like
it's on a specific date, but
might be. But either way, it's not like a.
That's a bit unfair.
Festival.
It's very unfair.
I'm sure it's not. Anyway. Yeah.
Bit rude.
Typical.
Bit rude.
Typical. So yeah.
But yeah, I've just got back from Mallorca.
Yeah, I see your little poll. We're trying to work out where you was in the world.
Yeah.
Could be anywhere.
Yeah. So not long been back from Portugal, got back from Mallorca. So yeah, it's been non-stop because it was like, I was in Portugal, back for a week. In Mallorca, back for a week. Going to Hendu, then I'll be back. And then we're meant to be going on holiday, but I think we've cancelled that. So it's like, where
am I?
Yeah.
You don't even know where you are.
No, it's like, why unpack?
But you've done work
yeah, another work trip.
Until my hen.
Yeah, so 2 work trips done. Now it's obviously going to be the Hendu.
Yeah.
And the one after, we're cancelling going to Dubai, obvs. But we're debating what to do in that week.
Yeah,
so whether I just cancel it and maybe take a long weekend and take some days back, or actually book other flights and go somewhere, or even just jump in the car, drive somewhere and stay somewhere for a couple of days. So to be confirmed.
It's Easter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Easter break. Anyway, so it is going to be more expensive whatever we end up doing. But yeah, we'll see. To be confirmed.
Well, got to do something. Kids are off.
Yeah.
Entertain them.
Yeah.
Make memories and all that.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm trying to think, to be honest. I haven't been very well. So I actually took a day off this week. I actually got up in the morning. Do you know what? I didn't feel terrible. It was more a case of if I was a patient, I wouldn't want me coming near me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
For you, it's a bit different, like other people.
Covered or not covered, I was a bit, I was a lot. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just took a day off and literally rested and really tried to sort myself out, especially with everything. I've got so much going on.
Yeah. Big month coming up.
Yeah. So I really hope I haven't missed anything big, but just the norm really. Kids, hobbies, matches, work. My nephew's actually over, but I haven't seen him yet. Mason has, but I haven't. So that's it really. Nothing too got spoiled, as in Mother's Day was lovely to be together. Today we went for a lovely walk for a breakfast to celebrate Spanish Father's Day. Yeah, kids was on the bikes, nice, lovely.
Kids are all here playing. We're gonna have chicken baguettes after. They are. So yeah, because they're all off school today. Because like I say, dads get a day off.
Yeah.
So yeah, chicken baguettes after the pod. Remind us of camping.
Yeah. You know when someone mentions something and where we had it, and it was just so good when we had it at camping. When I was like, because I think Liam suggested something, I was like, no.
Yeah. We were like, should we do a barbecue? Because it was really, we had a couple hot days last week, and we were like, a barbecue would be nice. And you're like, no, just chicken baguettes. Just chicken baguettes. And actually, it's really windy. Yeah. It's sunny, but it's windy. So yeah.
It's that time of year, you don't know where you're
at. It's too cold to sit outside.
It's where I got this thing from. You're either in the hot, the cold, the wind,
it
the
is
not.
even with work as well, like trying to dress for work, and it's like coat on, coat off, coat on, coat off.
Yeah, exactly that. So
doing like the Karate Kid.
Yeah, well, the kids, that's
Jacket
like,
on,
that was
jacket
it.
off.
That was the kids this morning on the bike. They're having shorts and a blooming t-shirt, and I'm literally got scarf, comb, everything on, walking against the wind like this. Oh dear. But something we did want to bring up today, only because we had debated it between ourselves and the boys, obviously.
Yeah.
When we'd gone out one night, whatever it was.
Yeah, at dinner, wasn't it?
Was vasectomy.
Although, like Liam just said before, hysterectomies.
Yeah.
No, the wrong one.
Yeah, let's
We're talking about vasectomies.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's I can literally.
So how did it come
down.
up? Because was it something? Because it's something in our house that's say never been brought up. It has been brought up because we know other people who have had them.
Yeah,
but it's not been brought up in a thing of
you're actually considering it.
No.
Yeah. So I swear, Liam will say this never happened, but we absolutely had a conversation years ago, like definitely before Hayden, maybe even before Kaysen, of like, oh, because I take the pill, like, oh, once we're done, you should have a vasectomy, and then, like you say, you don't have to worry, you don't have to pump yourself with pills and all that crap.
Yeah.
Because taking the pills never really bothered me, and like I am okay on the pill. But just as I've got older, and just the more you think about things, and it's like unnecessarily, if I could stop putting those like hormones,
because you're supposed to have a break, aren't you? After like 10 years, is it?
I've heard like
I don't know what's right or
meant
wrong,
to do breaks, and there are different types of pills and stuff like that, because you've got like mini pills and other ones, and ones that have more hormones and stuff. And I don't think mine is a great one either. I think mine's got quite a lot of bad stuff in it, or not bad stuff, but increased risk of things.
I know what you mean, yeah.
So I swear we had this conversation, and Liam was like, maybe because it's actually like becoming more real that he denies the conversation. He did say that he would have one, but obviously this was way before it was even a thing. So yeah, we've not really got to the point that we're at. Yeah, exactly. I should have got him to sign something with the marriage certificate. But yeah, no, it isn't something we seriously talking about. But now we are pretty sure we're done. Like, I don't know how it came about, but we were talking about it and then brought it up at dinner, because Liam's like, no,
it's not even a consideration.
Like, no, and I'm like, well, for you, it's like 10-minute thing, go home with an ice pack, by the next day you're absolutely fine. Or it's like deep surgery, taking organs out of my body.
I love how you say it.
Like, come on now, like,
brilliant, actually. But it's true. It is true. Like it is. Like, it's such the difference of surgeries to having for the result that you're wanting it for. Sense of for the reason.
Exactly.
It's huge.
But not just how unbalanced the surgeries are, but I've pushed 2 kids out. So like I've gone through the worst of the worst for hours and hours.
And took the contraception.
And been taking the contraception. Like, you can do a 10-minute job.
Yeah.
Like, I get that it's not a nice thing to think about, but it's not a nice thing to think about what we had to go through either.
No, they witnessed it too.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't think it's that unreasonable.
No, I actually don't. To be fair, it's not.
My dad's had one. You said you know people.
Yeah, I know people that I've in my family that have had them, and again, it wasn't a trauma or anything.
No.
But it's not something I've personally asked Mitch to do, but obviously I've asked him the question because of this situation. And his answer was completely the same, like no. And I don't know, I'm trying to think if I asked like why. Do you know what I mean? Just for the point of like why.
Yeah.
I think it's probably more being scared.
Absolutely.
Scared cat.
Yeah.
And also is it the feeling of like the manhood side? I don't know.
Maybe, but
do you get what I mean?
Everything's
it doesn't
exactly
mean that
the same.
Is it that? Do you know? I'm just making it up, but I'm just presuming what the reasons would be.
It can't possibly be like, oh, in case we just change our mind and we want more kids. That would be a real reason, but I don't think it's that.
Well, no, because there is still a possibility. You can get
some of them can
anyway.
be reversed. Sometimes you can just take it, and if you really are that desperate, you can have IVF or stuff, I assume.
Yeah.
So like, it's not the be all and end all.
No.
So
it did. It just made me giggle. It really did.
I actually can't believe that. Like, more so like, because now he said no, I'm a bit like, well, I think you should.
What the fuck we're supposed to do then?
I think you should. So now it's like,
I'm going on strike. I'm stopping taking my pill.
Yeah, see how you like that.
I know what you're gonna do. See, I can't take the pill either.
No.
So it's a bit of a struggle for me and Mitch. In that term of like, you know, again, I have never asked him to actually have it. We get through fine.
Yeah.
Luckily, touch everything that you can find around you. Because obviously we are definitely done.
Yeah.
But it would be a lot easier if you just went and had that operation.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
But having said
I don't think he realises the result of that. Does that make sense?
Like the thought of it, but they haven't even looked into it. They haven't like, oh, do you know what? I'll do a consultation. You know,
that's what I mean. I think it's probably more the scaredy cat side of it.
Absolutely, like bottling
This is why women have children.
Yeah, otherwise the population would be.
I feel like Liam's not going to air this.
He's going to cut us completely out.
Literally just digging him back out.
I get why you'd be scared, but I also think you just have to man up and push yourself through it because of, come on now, all the stuff that we've had to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And it would be better for me.
Yeah.
And us to not have to, you know, worry. But saying that, I do know someone that accidentally got pregnant after one. So now I'm like, would I even trust it?
I wouldn't. This is my thing. That's why I'm not really that bothered.
Would I trust
I've
it?
just had to we just got to, you know,
maneuver
of, you know, situations. But yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to go too deep because I don't know who's going to watch it. But you know what I mean.
It would be nice to not have to take the pill, but I'm not at the point where I'm like, I really want to stop, and we need to really have a conversation about it.
But at the same time, we are still young, but at the same time, you have been taking it for a while.
Yeah. Well, since we've been together, so officially probably like 20 odd years.
That's quite a long time.
But I have had breaks in between, obviously, for when I had Kaysen, and then for maybe a year before we got pregnant with Hayden. I'd done the app things where I followed my
temperature,
the temperature, and I tracked my cycle.
Because that worked, didn't it?
I'm sure it did. And obviously before Hayden, it was like, if it didn't work and it was, you know we wanted another kid, so it wasn't a problem. So I was willing to like take that risk.
Yeah.
But even with that, I don't think I'd want to trust that. It is like 98, 99%, effective. But when you're done, I just wouldn't want to be in the position of falling pregnant.
It's a big risk.
It is a big risk. Because falling pregnant when you don't want to be pregnant, then you're in that predicament of what do we do about that?
Yeah.
And then that could be, you might both be on the same page to say, well, we were supposed to have a third, so we'll roll with it, or do we not roll with it, or are we on the different pages?
And there's so many times since now, obviously we know like this, that I've said to Mitch, I think I've said it before on here, I've said to him, I think one of the baby, he's like, okay. You know what I mean? And it brings you to that, it brings all them questions again, if it ever did. So it is a big risk for a simple surgery, lads.
Yes.
So it's definitely, it just made me giggle for me. It just made me giggle there. They're straight
both of them,
like
not even. Do you know what? Maybe one day.
Yeah, and then Liam just smoothly saying, hysterectomy is like, that was just like a in and out day kind of thing. Yeah, all right then, we'll do it.
There ain't no way he knows what that even means. But if he did and he still thought it was okay, absolutely no.
No. So what do you think? Well, or has your fella had it done? Have you had the conversation?
Yeah.
Have you had an argument about it?
I'm sure there's definitely people that have had arguments about it.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's not that serious at this point in our house, but
no, exactly. You didn't have an argument.
The fact he's actually said no, it's actually annoyed me. Now it's making me actually want to be like, come on now, like you can't do that, and I've done all this.
Yeah. It's a fair debate.
Yeah,
it's a fair debate. More on your side, than any of the other. But I'd like to hear.
Because I know other people, the agreed between each other that they didn't want kids, and he's had a vasectomy.
Yeah,
and obviously they must trust it because they don't want kids. And obviously they're okay for now. But it's like, if it was guaranteed.
The question, I suppose, it's the question. So whoever who has had it done, do you question, or is do you worry about it, I suppose, that there is that risk?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
For me, it's more of that.
And do you trust it?
Yeah.
They obviously do trust it. Or do you trust it?
Yeah,
Do you still use something or do you not?
Yeah. That is probably more of the thing for me, is that, well, if Liam turned around and was like, yeah, all right, then I'll do it. Like, oh, do I actually trust it?
Yeah, imagine
if I fell pregnant, and imagine if it was twins.
No, it's more like, imagine if you actually got it done and then he like see you like taking the pill or something. Like, well, actually,
yeah,
just a little bit scared.
I don't really trust it, so I went through all of that, and you don't even trust it. So I think most people's worry about doing it, I think from other conversations I've heard, is more, but are we done? Are we not done? But that doesn't really seem to be part of my conversation or your conversation.
My
ours is more, do we trust it?
My thought process for that would be, well, it's reversible.
Yeah.
Is it not? No.
I think in some cases,
I'm sure it is.
and I don't know if it's 100% guaranteed.
So in my head, that's what I would think. It's reversible. But the first thing I would think is risk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Is the risk of that, because that's higher risk.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? In the terms of wanting another one and I suppose not, and then you appreciate what you have. If that risk, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that overweighs that for me.
Yeah. And for me right now, I'm pretty sure we're done. Like, I couldn't think of like anything worse at the moment of like actually having to go back through baby and go through like that toddler stage. Hayden's just getting to like a nice age where he's...
Oh, yours is still very young as well.
Yeah.
You're very done for having a very young child.
Yeah, but it's a lot.
We haven't even started preschool yet.
I know, but it's a lot. Like, God, and it like them years felt long. Like Kayson's flew by. Hayden's years have felt long. Like, and you know, we're at a point where like sleep is still not perfect, but it's better. He's not as like crazy as, well, he's still crazy, but he's not as like, you know, he can play now and he can do things and move around and we can take him to soft play. Like, we just get into that bit now, and I'm like, start again.
Well,
like, I actually don't think I've got the energy to do it.
Oh, don't talk about energy. I literally, the other day, and certainly today, the other day, I just had enough. I would just literally like, not you lot, the two of them, because obviously Mace is different, but I feel like you're harder at the minute than toddlers because you are old enough to be able to tidy up after your fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? And all that. And I feel like I'm doing more for you now than when you were younger. This is taking the piss. Do you know what I mean?
It's meant to get easier.
That's what I was. And then this morning, I actually went into Lexi's room and she actually probably thought, fuck. Like, I know my side of the bed's like really messy. And she actually... I know that's there because I'm going to do it in a minute, and that's her excuse.
I'm leaving that there for later.
Everything.
This is going to be for later.
No, Lexi, that's been there for a month. You need to just put it away, and when you want it, get it out. Everything's got a place. So yeah, I did actually lose my shit the other day because it was just really getting on my nerves. I was like, it's really winding me up. I'm literally walking around picking shit up, and I go back, and the bit that I've just picked up and like tidied, there's something else there.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
We've got a lot of toys that we are picking and putting away at the moment for Hayden, but generally, like, Kayson is quite good. He does end up collecting stuff on the table, so it's like, right, clear it back to your room now. And he does clean his room once a week, and his room is generally tidy. Yeah, but I reckon Hayden's going to be like shit everywhere in his bedroom. And do you know, at the moment his room's tidy.
Morgan's always been tidy. To be fair, that's not. It is more Lexi, but maybe it's a girl thing. I don't know. You know what I mean? Or what? Or just a personality? I don't know. But, and I want them to play with the stuff. This is my point.
But get it out.
Get it out. I want you to get it out. But just please put it back.
Yeah.
If you put it back, because that's the point. I've made a space for everything. Yeah. So it's easier for you to access, get in, get out, whatever. Do you know what I mean? So that side of it is just, I just got the other day, you know, and you just being patient, and then you go. Instead of just sorting it out, you know, like instead of just dealing with it, I kind of left it and then went, which probably wasn't the best way.
No, I think,
but they know now.
Yeah, it's just annoying, just stuff everywhere. It does drive me mad. Like, it just instantly annoys me. But like, one of Liam's bad habits is he'll get things out and leave it there, like you say. So like, you know, box of cereal, put it down, make it, leave it there, and then I'm like, just put things away as you're going, and then it's not stuff everywhere. And it's literally like bits just everywhere, and they're all doing it. Yeah, exactly. And then it all adds up.
Leave. It's the sides. Mitch and the rest of is very good at just using a side. You know, like you say, just a side for just why you're saying you're clearing the side, but actually you've just put it to the side.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being like that, actually you've just nicely tidied it to the side of it. And don't get me wrong, it looks great.
Yeah, but half of that needs to go out of where it is.
So yeah, that sort of thing, you know. Everyone loves a side of my house, like a chair or a edge of something, you know, like just to hang on something or leave on something. I'll just put that there. Or
I really try not to do that. I think I am pretty good at, as I'm doing things, putting things away.
Oh, my stuff
like, as I finish
minimal.
brushing my teeth, I put my toothbrush away. I don't just leave it on the side. Or the toothbrush, the toothpaste with the lid off, like on the side. Like if I open something to use it, I close it and I put it away.
Yeah.
I don't generally leave that much stuff out as I'm going.
No. To be fair, Mitch gets stressed with mess anyway, but there's just a different way of the tidiness for me. So to be fair, he does all the kind of the daily stuff, and then I'd do the deep bit. Yeah. Does that make sense? Because it's more of like an organising tidy, and his is more of just a general clean up, if that makes sense, you know? And it works. Yeah. But just some days, it was more with the kids for me that day. I was just like, come on now, you're really old enough to, you know what I mean? Like, come on. And Morgan is better, you know what I mean? But it's me too. It's keeping that direction. But funny you say that about me saying about where we're at in different ages. I had an experience of the day with Morgan.
Oh dear.
So my teenager hated us, hated his life, wanted to kill himself. So I took it to the extreme of, right, I can't leave you on your own, and made him sleep next to me. All because
you were actually concerned, or because like, no, if you're going to say stuff like that, then I'm going to make you
I was
worried.
serious. Like, like you need to understand what you're saying here.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's really serious. And okay, on the other side of that, he'd probably never tell me again, because I kind of literally like put him on room watch. Do you know what I mean? But the reason for this, guys, was because we questioned, should he have sugar in his cup of tea?
Oh, wow.
I think it was even questioning, not even having sugar. I think it was questioning how many spoonfuls of sugar was having in his tea. And it just blew up. And literally, by the end of the night, bearing in mind, by this time, I've got him lying next to me, or I've made a bed up on the floor, because I'm like, you are not leaving me, sort of thing. And he's not. I've gone to him a few times, like, are you sure? Like, is this really how? Yeah. So it wasn't like a thing of, I give him the chance to kind of.
It wasn't like, oh, I said it in the moment.
No,
like...
yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, he stuck to it. And, me and Mitch just looked at each other in bed, and Mitch was like, wow, that got a bit exaggerated, didn't it? And I was just like, oh my goodness.
That is, a very big reaction.
Yeah, I felt, one, like, questioning my reaction.
Yeah. Like,
should I be doing this? Because obviously, if ever this did happen, would he ever come to me because of this reaction sort of thing?
Yeah.
But I think it must have been the next morning. I don't really go on my phone anyway. And I think I'd gone on my phone and gone on a social media and seen Gemma Solomon's post. Anyway, I think she'd commented that her daughter that morning had actually clapped her. She'd actually clapped her for being the worst mom in the world. This was all before the school run. And then before getting in the car to go or whatever, and said, and I've told my teacher about you. And then that followed on to seeing loads of different comments of teenagers that they'd said to their parents.
Yeah.
And obviously Morgan's one would have just slotted straight in there with all of them. It made me feel a lot better, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
this
is not a bit unnecessary for asking you if you should have that much sugar in your tea. I'm actually thinking about you and your health now, and now I'm a bad parent.
But it's definitely just an age thing.
It's got to be an age thing.
And it's certainly not acceptable for him to say those sort of things, and it's not. But it's also a learning thing for him and me. More for him to actually understand what he's saying. Whether that be that or other stuff.
And it's
does that make sense?
Knowing your emotions. So it's like, is it because you're that heightened that is actually what you think you feel in that moment, or is it you're just saying things for shock value to try and get your point across? So it's like, you need to realise that some things you can't take back, and once it's said, it's said. And it's hard, because I've seen a few things recently of exactly the same thing, and obviously I'm not at that point yet.
No.
And it's like, do you just go, it's age, I'm not going to take it personal, or is it like, absolutely, you cannot speak to me like that and I ain't having it. Like, do you allow them?
Okay, so for me, out of my experience, this is hard because Mason, from what I remember, he wasn't as teenagery, like attitudey, as, did I say the word like stroppy more? And I say Morgan isn't bad, but he definitely has more of a, like,
but it's puberty and it's hormones.
Exactly,
so, like, the
I just don't feel I had
move.
it so much with Mason.
Yeah.
I definitely would have had it. I definitely had a experience, and this would have certainly been in about 3 years ago because I was in this job. So where's Mason? 18, so I'm not very good
15.
at maths people. So yeah, say 15, 16, where I had to leave work. Bearing in mind, I think I'd only just started because I'd had a text from Mason saying that sort of thing about his life and da-da-da-da-da. And I literally, my heart sank.
Yeah.
Everything I just left work, literally just walked out and went home. And he didn't. He was having a fucking strop over something. And I literally, obviously, crying my eyes out at the time, also had to explain to him that I understand how you're feeling in terms of you're not happy, okay? But saying what you're saying to that extreme is really serious. And the thing is that there are people of these ages and other ages who do really, really feel this deep and this way. And it angers me, I suppose, when teenagers like that can just say it. But at the same time, they're still young, kids and they're still learning about what they're actually saying. So
they probably don't know as much.
This is what I mean. So in terms of that answer, for me and just my experience, it would be a balance. It'd be a balance of both. So fucking making sure they know that that is not acceptable to say those things, especially when they are not meaning it and they don't feel like that. Like, this is not, you know what I mean? You can't just throw them things out. But it is a learning curve of explaining this is why these things happen through experience.
Definitely explaining when it comes to like saying things about that. But I think it's more like you're horrible, you're crap parents, or like trying to be mean for not for no reason, but like
But on the other side of it, all right, they're saying it and they don't mean it, which is the thing that we have to, you know, educate and talk about, okay? Or bollock them, whichever way you want to do it. But both in balance, okay? Oh fuck, I always do this. The other side of it, understanding the both sides of it, and the experience of that, because at the end of the day, we only learn through experience, really, don't we? So I have had it with, I have had that little bit with Mason, but in terms of all the teenagery stuff, I didn't feel I had so much. So I'm definitely learning, but sometimes you have to just go, it's their age. And sometimes you feel like it's an excuse, you know, when you've got kids who are tired and genuinely tired, because sometimes some people do use an excuse, but they are genuinely tired, and you're like, they're tired, and you feel like you're just being one of them parents who are just saying it, you know, but they're just tired.
I do it all the time for Kason.
No, but sometimes there are children who are just little shits and they're not tired, they're just being little shits, or whatever, they're not listening or whatever it is. But you know, like when genuinely they are tired and you say it, you know, you feel like that. But and it's the same thing with teenagers sometimes, you know. I think, where was it? We had it at the twins party with my teenager, actually, and the fizzy drink situation. Do you remember?
I was in the playpen with bloody Hayden. I was all over the place.
Different stages. We was at the bar. She was in
I was in the play area.
So there's an argument, not an argument, but sort of an argument on fizzy drinks. So there's a thing of Morgan was just getting can after can after can after can, and it was my point of, right, stop. You don't need to have that many. Do you even want it? Okay. But his answer back to me was, well, how many coffees have you had? And my answer was, or how many cans have you had? I think he said, or something like that. And I just was like, what? How dare you? I'm 35 years old for a start. You know, okay. This is another thing we could go on to, is it being an example. But I was just like, no, I'm 35 years old, and if that's what I want, I'm going to have it. And so we had this whole thing, obviously. And again, it was a teenage moment, you know, but I still had to kind of educate and make sure he knew, like, I'm telling you for a start.
Exactly. Like,
but then after that, I did go up to him and I did say to him, look, it's not about the fact that if you're going to get the cans, Morgan, or how many you've had because it's not healthy or whatever. It's more, for me, is I know you actually don't want them. You're doing it just because it's there.
Yeah.
And that's what at the minute, that's what Morgan's personality is he just sees it, and whatever it is, it could be anything. It could be a t-shirt, it could be a hat, it could be food, it could be drink, it could be anything. And if it's there, he's like, oh, I'll joke because I call him the claw, you know, like it'll just like this. But it's more of, then it scares me, obviously, the addiction side.
Yeah.
With our experience too. So I'm just trying to also make him aware of the question, do you actually want it?
Yeah.
Do you want it, or you just having it because you know it's there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
Pay
again,
a bit more attention.
It's a very difficult time because at the same time there's hormones thrown everywhere, and sometimes you've got to choose and pick your battles, I think.
Yeah. But even today I was trying to watch a TV show because Kaysen watches normal YouTube because obviously he's a little bit outgrown kids YouTube, and he watches a lot of people playing like games. Super Mario game, like the PlayStation, and he can see like where they go and where the rings are, and like it helps him actually complete the levels or whatever the game is. I don't know. But he watches people, and some of them are fine, but some of them are playing Super Mario, but they're swearing as they're doing it. But he's just so watching, I do genuinely think it's going over his head. So if I hear it, I'm like, turn it off, it's swearing. And he's like, oh, and then he changes it. And then I was watching one of my shows today, and he went, Mum, I've heard swear word 3 times, you need to turn it off. And then I went to, and then I was like, I can watch shows that swear, but you're a kid and you can't. And that's that.
Yeah, it is, and then it is, isn't it? You feel a bit like this, like this. So it comes back to this example, and that fine line and balance of it. So in your, I'm an adult, I'm allowed to watch this thing, and then, like, for example, like with the question of this argument with the sugar in the tea, well, I'm not a very good example, because if he actually debated it with me, you know, well, just because you're an adult, why does it be okay that you have that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it also makes me question my choices, and I need to probably be a better example, like practice what I'm preaching, because I'm so into them and them being positive, and I am positive and happy and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that I need to follow my own advice a little bit.
Yeah. And it's
not just for them, but for me too.
For exactly. But also, like, kids learn more from what they see, not what you preach. Yeah. So you can bang on all day, be this, do this, but if you're not doing that, one, you're a hypocrite, but two, like, they learn more from watching you do those things.
And don't get me wrong, we have, generally as a family, we've definitely smashed the side of example of, shown example of being hardworking, loving, you know, family orientated, respectful, you know, all of these things.
I think we do
little bits in day to day.
I think we do.
I need to be better.
A very good job of our values and our morals. Yeah. But not our good habits, like the smaller habits that aren't as serious.
Yeah.
But it's still, like, you know, if I want a snack, I'll grab a packet of crisps, not a banana. Yeah. You know, like little things, but they still add up to good habits.
Definitely is. It's certainly is.
Or like you say, if I'm trying to talk to him and he's not paying attention because he's in his game, I'm like, hello. Yeah. But then sometimes he does it to me when I'm on my phone. And I'm like, I need to put, you know, as soon as I know he's talking to me, put it down, and give him my attention. And, you know, so that when he does it, I can say, I'll give you my attention, so I expect yours. Yeah. So, it's hard. It is tough. But even, it's just hard work, like just parenting in general, to pick up on all those little things.
Yeah, and all the stages.
Coffee with free sugars, that's quite excessive. But like, if that's the thing that makes me happy and I need that, like, I need it. But me and Liam had a conversation about the other day, because Hayden is just like, does not stop eating, is constantly snacking.
Okay, when you say eating, you mean shit.
Okay. Because like the snack drawer is the snack drawer, and obviously like we don't fill it with the healthier snacks. Obviously, if you only have healthy stuff in your house, is the only thing you can eat, but we don't. We have a mixture. So like the snack drawer is like accessible because it's the bottom drawer.
This is why I had to move mine.
So
but then it became dangerous because they climbed.
Well, there you go.
So then I just put it back.
Kaysen never did. Kaysen would, like, Mason always asked. Hayden just goes to the drawer, helps himself, brings it to me, and even if I go,
it's difference of generation.
No, Hayden will scream, he'll throw, he'll strop, and me and Liam are giving into him a lot lately.
Because it's is it like, because you can't be bothered with like the
tantrums and the arguments.
The tantrum and the the teaching, I suppose, in a way, isn't
Yeah.
it? But it's that.
It was because it's of his age as well. It's like, is this even a teachable moment? Is he even going to understand me trying to say, like...
Well, probably if you just emptied the drawer and he learned that it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Mm.
Like, actually him not knowing. Because obviously if Kaysen doesn't climb up, so obviously mine were different. So I'm hiding it from one, the other one would have known. And then, do you get what I mean? It would have climbed and then the other one would have copied the other to climb.
Yeah.
And this is exactly why, if you see my house, I have, you know, the big handle drawers.
Yeah.
This is why I don't have the top and the bottom, because obviously where they used to stand them, they broke. And the other ones that I do have are already like that. Like, you know, like Len, where they've all just climbed up.
Yeah.
So that's it. It was just easier to move it.
Yeah.
But
so I'm definitely being a bit lazy at the moment.
No, I get it.
But it's also
with everything.
The age, like, I feel like I can't have a conversation to teach him. Like, I mean, no, or you can only have one. You can't have 3 muffins, 3 cakes.
It's just alert. It's like, real. And I don't get me wrong, I get it. Again, you've just filled days, you've just got to pick your battles, don't you? It's a little bit like potty training as well. It's like, really, do I have the energy to start this? Because once I start, I'm really going to have to follow it through, sort of thing. And it's a bit like that. Once I've stuck to this moment of teaching him, you know, yes or no, or whatever it is to the snack situation, it's like you say, you could really be on the first day or the second day, like, yes, I'm going to stitch this, but the third day, like, oh, just have the whole cupboard. I don't even care right now. Because
some moments I am like, have whatever you want. Or like, do you know what? Sit in your chair. There's whatever.
But I also do.
I know I'm going to get 20 minutes peace.
Exactly. It's being realistic. But I also do believe that, if you did probably something, you know, not long term, because it wouldn't take long. You know what I mean? But then again, there'd be something else. There's always going to be something else anyway. Do you know what I mean? I think you've just got to pick your battles on your day, and that is literally it, to be honest.
Yeah, like, obviously, like, after his second or third cake, you ain't having any more.
Yeah.
But really,
you know that.
I should do one and be like, no more.
I was going to say, we know that.
Find another one.
Yeah, we know that.
We did go from the big cakes to the little ones. So that, okay, you can have 2. You can have 3. No more than 3. But
we're like this as adults anyway.
Yeah.
We do this as adults with ourselves. But it's funny because we went to Gibraltar, didn't we, not long ago, and we did like a haul from Morrison's of all bits and bobs. And we started buying things for the only one thing that Mitch wants at our celebration. And well, not all of it, but some of it. And I think he's ate half of it already. And it's only because he knows it's there, a little bit like Morgan. It's only because he knows it's there. And then even he knows where it is. And even last night he went, where's the bag? And I was like, you know full where it is. You just want to ask me permission more or less for me to go, it's there, or go, no, I'm not telling you. Sort of thing. I was like, you go and do what you want.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It is. We have that. It would have been easier for me to say to him, no, I'm not telling you where it is. Because then that's like I'm not going to have a pack then.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I won't have it.
Whereas me going, oh yeah, it's there. It's more of a.
Now it's my decision.
It's more of a go. It's more of a go. Okay.
I know I shouldn't, but now I actually really want to. And can I stop myself?
We do it as adults as well. But children, just obviously younger children, even adult children, whatever. We still need that guidance and a little bit. But again, as parents, when we have always be going on. Again, we just have to pick our days, and sometimes we really, really have to stick to it and follow it through because it's the best for them and us. And some days you just think, oh, I don't really care. Yeah, I couldn't really give a shit.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's how I feel anyway.
No, it's true.
Mine is still alive and kicking. So,
well, I think back to like we all survived, and I don't remember like our parents caring too much about were we snacking healthily and things like that.
I asked my mum this morning about what did I say to her? Oh my God. I asked her a question anyway about did I do this? I don't know. Wasn't really with you. I didn't really ask you. Like she was proper like, I don't know.
Because kids existed.
It wasn't really,
but it's like we live for our kids, and obviously I don't deny that our parents and that generation loved us,
but I do think it's getting a little bit extreme.
And they did do everything for us, but
we are going to the extreme a bit sometimes.
Yeah, like Liam, Kaysen, what do you want for dinner? I'm like, that is a question I never got asked as a kid.
What was the thing my granddad used to say to me if I'd ask, shit with sugar on it, or something like that?
What?
Shit with sugar on it. Something like really like, okay, I won't ask again. Sort of being proper like, proper like, don't ask.
Yeah.
You'll have what you have and that's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, there was no choice.
I do
for
it.
dinner.
I still ask my children, and I will make 5 different fucking dinners.
Oh, absolutely not. That would never have happened.
But then this
when
is
I was
it.
a
This
kid.
is when you're saying picking your days. Some days I'll do that, and some days no.
Mm.
No.
It depends. Yes, yeah, that's true. Like we some days,
But we
Casey
didn't.
has
There
something
was
different
no.
and no.
There was no.
To the point that I said to Casey, I was like, you know what Nanny used to do to me? Like, if I didn't eat my dinner, like either like you're not having anything, or she would literally like hold my nose till my mouth opened and force me.
I think this is where I get my gag thing from. Okay, so
Actually,
I think this. I think this is. I'm a little bit sick. Okay, so it does help that we're not too extreme, because actually my granddad did do this to me with green cabbage,
okay,
like cooked, like or whatever. I don't know if it's steamed. Oh, it's actually making me gag. You know, like proper green, boiled green something cabbage. That was the bit I just didn't want on my roast dinner. Yeah. And he would, because it was, I didn't really eat a lot anyway. So he wanted to offer me, oh, don't eat like the Yorkshire pudding. What's the fucking point in that?
Yeah.
So he was like, you got to eat cabbage sort of thing. And I remember crying and gagging over this. And the same thing, just eat it. It's really good for you. Get it down yet. And I've been
yeah. I mean, I think at the time I went through a little bit of period of like really not eating very much at all. I did. So rather than it be like, you know, oh, is everything, do you maybe have an eating disorder? No.
Yeah,
shove it in. No choice. Open your mouth.
That was probably it for me. Like my mum would be let off the table. She's a bit fussy. My granddad was actually fucking at my table.
Yeah,
sort of thing, you know.
And it was like if you don't eat your dinner, you don't get off the table.
Yeah.
Like it was no bullshit.
Yeah,
like.
But saying that, just quickly before we finish, because I feel like this could go on forever. I feel like this pod actually could go on forever. Earlier, when we were listening to a radio station, and it was only like I think it's Blue. Make you wanna call you in the middle of the night. Make you wanna hold you till the morning light.
Yeah.
Make you wanna look. And there's a bit in it that's like, basically, want to make sweet, sweet love, or whatever it says in it. And I used to pelt that to the top of my voice, whenever it came out. How old I would have been.
Yeah.
I want to make sweet, like literally, like singing it like this, and no question. Yeah, I get the up with the kids, obviously, when they're singing certain things. Like, no, come on, let's turn this off now.
Yeah.
Actually, but then was that because they wasn't making a thing out of it?
Could be.
Does that?
So they say that about kids swearing, don't they? Like, if you make a big thing out of it, then they're gonna like, you know, it's naughty, and if you don't, then usually the kids don't care. But
yeah.
I saw a song the other day, and I was like what song we thought was so cool.
That's what I mean.
And what was it? I was at this real wild party.
Yeah,
liquor in the cup.
Yeah.
What was it? Took one girl outside with me, her name was Lala.
How it be said, why am I there desperate for cash? A whole lot of same as you left said. What would you do if someone's at home crying alone on the bed? You clock because he's hungry, and the only way to feed him is
sleep with a man for a little bit of money.
How
sad!
Now in and out that now.
In and out of lockdown. I ain't got a job now.
So for you, this is just a good time, but for me, this is what I call life.
How sad is that song?
Yeah, we still sing it like
and
we're
like,
actually in
you
their
sing
life.
it like it's so, like funny.
So this is another thing, isn't it? Is it again? I don't know. Is it because there wasn't a big thing out of it that we were just using it as music that we liked?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? No matter what age.
Did our parents know we were listening to that song?
I did performances singing Two Become One loads of times.
I had no idea until literally like a year ago.
This is what I mean. Is it just was we oblivious as kids that it was just the music to us? And maybe they was having a giggle in the background.
I think
and we didn't really know.
Yeah.
But they certainly didn't tell me to turn it off. They brought me the album. They give me in the albums, they came with words.
Yeah.
You know, so it wasn't.
I think we're just in an age where we overthink everything, and everything is offensive.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
So I don't want to completely parent my kids like that. I want to do a little bit different to my mum and dad, but I definitely don't want to go too far away, because I feel like we ended up all right.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. For example, let's say our parenting, say whatever was there, and I know we're in a different world right now, so it is different, and I do get that, and I do think sometimes that's worse. You know what I mean, for what we've got. When it should be better.
Yeah.
But say that's theirs and we're here now, like as in this parenting of parents. I feel like I would just like to be here.
Yeah.
Like, you know, say this is the midline. I actually would probably be here.
Well, I will ask you like, how you feeling? Are you all right?
Yeah.
And I'm genuinely like want to know, but at the same time, like, if I say it's bedtime, it's bedtime.
Yeah, and sometimes I will just tell you to get a grip, not like get a whole like session on it. Sometimes things need it, and sometimes you just need to
because it is like, don't tell kids that like to man up or stop crying. But sometimes, like, really?
Tell them they're a prick. I've said this before. Do you remember? It's true. It's true. Sometimes you have to tell your kids they're a prick.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to, obviously, not.
At the moment, like I say, it doesn't happen to me too much.
Obviously, you can't call your prick. Imagine Hayden goes to nursery with a new word.
Oh, God, yeah, he would as well. He'd dob me in.
That's another one for another day, actually. Kids and swearing, you know, like as you're growing up and they obviously start saying stuff. Just love these conversations. Could go on all day.
We'll park it there.
We should go because we left the fathers on Spanish Father's Day.
Oh yeah, Father's Day with all the kids. So yeah, they're probably starving for their chicken sandwich.
Well, we dig out all our kids.
Yeah, and dig out them for not having a vasectomy. So we're going to go back and be perfect wives now.
And get your answers in about the vasectomies. I'd love to hear that. And parenting generally. We've all literally, most of us have either been through it, going through it, or obviously think about it. So definitely love to hear your opinions or experiences. Have you ever been told you're hated by your child?
Yeah. That I don't know how I'll handle that, to be honest. So I'm glad you go through it before me and I can just learn from
I haven't done a girl yet. That is going to completely another world. So
oh dear.
I'd like advice.
Right, well, happy Father's Day.
Might be made. Feliz Dia de la Papa.
Yeah, happy Spanish Father's Day, and we will see you next week.
You will do. Adios.